And the Bernalillo County District Attorney says New Mexico is one of the only states where sexually abused children have to endure more pain because of how they're questioned during investigations. News 13's Rebecca Atkins is live in the Newsplex with the DA's plea to change the law. Rebecca?
Well, Jessica, several victims came forward today showing their faces and telling their stories in hopes that people in charge of making the laws in our state will hear them.
I watched everything about the experience tear her down, mentally, physically.
Today, a mother spoke for her daughter, kidnapped by an accused sexual predator in 2017 at just 12 years old.
A 4-year-old doesn't do anything to deserve a brutal death.
The family of Rebecca Sanchez, murdered by her father and stepmother, stood by in support, along with this young woman who braved a crowd of strangers to tell her story.
I was sexually molested when I was 11. It's been 7 years now. I'm 19 years old.
Ashley Vargas is one of many victims who stood by Bernalillo County District Attorney Raul Torres today, asking New Mexico to change the way children of sexual abuse and violent crimes are questioned during investigations.
Just inflicting so many painful questions over and over. You basically just don't want to talk no more.
DA Torres played actual recordings, questions asked of children during interviews.
Do you know what happens to a man when he gets sexually aroused?
Vargas says one of those questions vividly stands out in her memory.
They were asking me what I wore, and I told them I was wearing like tights and like a t-shirt, and they asked me why I was wearing tights to bed. They were asking an 11-year-old why. They made it seem like it was my fault.
Torres has drafted legislation to put a stop to this line of questioning.
There is a means of securing justice for people, for providing due process for people without doing harm.
The bill would prevent defense attorneys and investigators from interrogating children and developmentally delayed adults before trial.
I absolutely urge the leaders in Santa Fe to listen to victims, to hear them, and understand that we are failing them.
DA Torres says the drafted bill has been submitted to the governor, and he is speaking with lawmakers on both sides of the aisle to find a sponsor. Jess?
All right, thank you, Rebecca. The New Mexico Public Defender's Office responded to the proposal, calling it a misguided effort to protect people and would actually cause more trauma to victims. To read their full statement, we've posted it on KRQE.com.